Why the best CTOs don't just follow industry trends, they set them. You might be thinking, why do I need a CTO who's setting trends when I just need to keep up with the ones I already have out there? We've got enough on our plate as it is. Trust me, I hear you. But here's the thing. CTOs who merely follow industry trends are setting you up to always be playing catch up. And that's not where you want to be. In tech, if you're not ahead, you're already behind. It's those CTOs who set trends that give companies the kind of competitive edge that others just can't touch. And if you don't have one like that, well, you're feeling the pain now, aren't you? Without a visionary CTO, your company gets stuck reacting to the market instead of leading it. You spend every quarter trying to close gaps with your competitors who are already on to the next big thing. And worse, those gaps are only getting bigger because the tech landscape moves fast. Your potential clients notice when you're not on the cutting edge. Your team feels it when innovation stalls. It's frustrating to know your company could be out there shaping the future, but instead is struggling just to keep pace. Now, I'm Derek Jones. I've spent over 50 years in the industry, and one thing I've learned is that the best CTOs don't just adopt technology, they drive it. I made my first million in my 20s designing software that was used to build massive projects like the Fresno Dam and John Wayne Airport. I led an international team that built the world's first fully autonomous robotic machine control system, and I've worked as the global CTO for a company operating across 55 countries with clients like Microsoft, Apple, and Dell Technologies. But I didn't get there by following trends. I got there by setting them. Let's get personal for a moment. How many times have you had to pause a project or put off a new feature because you weren't sure if it was the right move? How often do you find yourself scrambling to adopt the latest technology just because everyone else is doing it? It's exhausting. And more importantly, it's a surefire way to stay mediocre. You need a CTO who's ahead of the curve, not just riding it. Why? Because if you're only focused on catching up, you're already behind. The best CTOs are constantly scanning the horizon, anticipating where the industry is headed, and positioning their companies to capitalize on opportunities before they even become mainstream. They create a future for your company that others are trying to figure out, not the other way around. For example, when I was Vice President of Research and Development for Thermal Electron, we didn't just follow industry trends, we led them. Our work on spectral precision software was ahead of its time, allowing us to develop cutting-edge tools that competitors could only dream about. We didn't wait for the industry to tell us where to go. We built the path ourselves. And that's the kind of innovation that keeps companies not just relevant, but dominant. In another instance, where working for a global PR firm, we were already integrating AI-driven analytics into our campaign strategies when most firms were still figuring out how to work with basic data. We weren't reacting to trends, we were setting them. And it gave us competitive edge that kept us miles ahead of our other companies that were stuck playing catch up. You see, a CTO who sets trends doesn't just ensure you're competitive, they ensure you're leading the pack. They create an environment where innovation thrives, where your team is excited to be pushing boundaries instead of just managing day-to-day operations. And that's where the true growth happens. I've built over a dozen companies in my career, and each one of them succeeded because I understood that in tech, you either innovate or you get left behind. When I was named a Premier 100 IT leader by Computerworld in 2002, it wasn't because I could follow trends. It was because I knew how to shape them. And that's exactly what you need right now. Someone who sees beyond the buzzwords and hot topics of the moment, someone who can identify the technologies and strategies that will put your company ahead in 5 years, not just the next quarter. So let's recap. You don't just need a CTO who's going to keep you current with industry standards. You need one who's going to set those standards, one who drives innovation, pushes boundaries, and positions your company as a leader, not a follower. Anything less, and you're stuck playing the endless game of catch-up. If you're ready to stop reacting and start leading, now's the time to take action. And let's figure out if your CTO is helping your company move forward or just keeping you stuck in the present. Visit igloodigitalmarketing.com for a free audit call, and let's get you on the path to leading the future.